All right, it's called Women's Flat Track Roller Derby, and it is being called the fastest growing women's sport in the entire world. And while it's growing exponentially, it's also one of the most misunderstood sports in the world. So we're going to clear up some misunderstandings right now. Joining me on the Big Brown Couch, Fox 2 reporter Robin Murdoch, familiar face, and along with her Derby sister and event coordinator for the screening of a documentary which is called Derby Baby, Laura Jablonski. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you. Nice to sit up here.
Yeah, I know, this is fun. So ladies, let me ask you, what made you, were you really good skaters, or what made you want to play this sport?
I started skating well, I skated as a kid, but I picked up skates again in February, and ever since I picked them up, I just couldn't put them down. You know, it just gets in your blood, and it's very addictive, and I'm sure it was probably pretty similar for you, Laura.
Yeah, for me, I heard about roller derby about 3 years ago, and found out about a league that was starting in Ann Arbor, where I lived then, and started skating with them. I got injured and had to take about a year off, but I started skating again in February. And yeah, I skated as a kid, but it's just so much fun once you get on skates.
Now, let me ask you this, because you got a lot of competition in there, and so it's physical. Does it end with a nice, you know, a nice good game? Or
usually,
yeah, right.
Is there a nice sisterhood among the competition?
Generally speaking, yeah. Once in a while, you know, there's a little trouble off the track, but no, for the most part, you know, you knock somebody down as soon as the jam's over, you're going to check and see if they're okay.
Okay.
You know.
Or you're saying that was a really good hit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, way to knock me off balance, or, you know, yeah, you're definitely supporting each other.
Now, Laura, so you funded the screening of this documentary. The documentary is called Derby Baby, and you put up your own personal cash for this, to bring this to town. Why?
I just feel very passionate about Derby. I think it's misunderstood, and it is growing. I think there's so many people out there that love it, that want to play, that want to be involved. We have tons of volunteers, and it needed to be shown.
And this documentary kind of really is a nice explainer, because what do we misunderstand about this sport?
I think the biggest misunderstanding is that every derby skater, every ref that we have, they're all volunteers. Everybody does it because they love it, because they want to be involved.
Right. And I think a lot of people think it's fake.
Yeah,
you know, like when we're out there,
Right.
we're seriously hitting people, and a lot of people get seriously hurt when they do this too. I mean, we've had a lot of injuries on the team where people, I mean, it takes months to get your body back into shape and well enough to skate after you take a big hit sometimes. So
all right, let's talk about this film. So the screening is in Royal Oak, and also, there's also a charity tied to the event, which is often the case with the competitions, right?
Yeah, generally, most leagues have a charity that they donate to. For every event, every bout that they do, a portion of the proceeds go toward a particular charity.
All right, so the Derby Baby screening is happening Thursday night, 7:30 in downtown Royal Oak at the Main Art Theater. That's on Main Street. Tickets are just $10. So there'll be skaters there to answer questions.
There's quite a few leagues that are coming. Even the junior league from Rochester, the Darlings of Destruction, they're coming. It's going to be adorable.
right.
So are those little ones when you say junior?
They're from 8 to 17 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, and then there's an after party at Dino's Lounge on Woodward. And the Oakland Derby Diamonds will actually be recruiting. So when you're recruiting new players, who are you looking for? Are you looking for
anybody?
Because you don't look at Robin and say, oh, she's going to be a contender.
Right.
Oh, you haven't seen her hit.
I know. I can't even imagine.
You know, it's unlikely characters, I think, make up the best Derby players. It's those reserved people who really get out there and let loose and can hurt you.
And let's mention, just before we run out of time, I want to talk about Girls Town Foundation, which you're asking people to bring personal hygiene items and other donations.
Right. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, undergarments, new undergarments. You know, we just want to give back to the community in which we live in, and so we're helping out Girls Town.
Yep. We'll be taking donations at the screening and at the after party at Dino's.
Very good. All right, ladies. Well, that was fun. Really interesting. I was with that guy in your story who said, I'm still trying to figure out how they score a point.
Yeah, sometimes I think I got it now, though.
Yeah.